Hello and welcome to Bubble Languages. Today we're going to talk about endangered animals. And what I suggest you do is that you click on the link, is a British Council link, and in there you will find everything you need. Okay, what I suggest you do before you start is read the text and make a list of the vocabulary words that are new for you. Then look them up in a dictionary such as wordreference.com or lingua.com, which are the best ones for me, in my opinion. And another good way is using picture dictionaries, that is to say, writing the word and adding an image. That way, it's easier to memorize what it means. And then the other thing I recommend you doing is going on wordreference.com and listening to how the word is pronounced. And then, like I said, using images. This is one of the children's favorite topics completely. Okay, so let me show you here. You would have to classify these animals onto polar, grassland, or desert. Then I'm going to read the text. Are zoos a good thing? Zoos are hugely popular attractions for adults and children alike. But are they actually a good thing? Critics of zoos would argue that animals often suffer physically and mentally by being enclosed. Even the best artificial environments can't come close to matching the space, diversity, and freedom that animals have in their natural habitats. This deprivation causes many zoo animals to become stressed or mentally ill. Capturing animals in the wild also causes much suffering by splitting up families. Some zoos make animals behave unnaturally. For example, marine parks often force dolphins and whales to perform tricks. These mammals may die decades earlier than the wild relatives, and some even try to commit suicide. On the other hand, by bringing people and animals together, zoos have the potential to educate the public about conservation issues and inspire people to protect animals and their habitats. Some zoos provide a safe environment for animals which have been mistreated in circuses or pets which have been abandoned. Zoos also carry out important research into subjects like animal behavior and how to treat illnesses. One of the most important modern functions of zoos is supporting international breeding programs, particularly for endangered species. In the wild, some of the rarest species have difficulty in finding mates and breeding, and they might also be threatened by poachers, loss of their habitats, and predators. A good zoo will enable these species to live and breed in a secure environment. In addition, as numbers of some wild species drop, there is an increased danger of populations becoming too genetically similar. Breeding programs provide a safeguard so bred animals can be released into the wild to increase genetic diversity. However, opponents of zoos say that the vast majority of captive breeding programs do not release animals back into the wild. Surplus animals are sold not only to other zoos but also to circuses or hunting ranches in the US or South Africa, where some people are willing to pay a lot of money for the chance to kill an animal in a fenced enclosure. Often, these animals are familiar with humans and have very little chance of escaping. So, are zoos good for animals or not? Perhaps it all depends on how well individual zoos are managed, and the benefits of zoos can surely outweigh their harmful effects. However, it is understandable that many people believe imprisoning animals for any reason is simply wrong. Okay, now you have a few sentences that you have to read and decide whether they're true or false. You can always look for the information in the text. Modern zoos can offer animals a living environment that is as good as their natural habitats. One of the reasons zoo animals become distressed is because they are separated from their families. Dolphins and whales usually live longer in zoos than in the wild. Is it true or false? People who have visited zoos are more likely to support animal conservation and protection. Zoos protect animals from being used for scientific research. Endangered animals kept in zoos are less likely to meet a mate and breed. In their natural habitats, animals suffer problems related to human activity. Endangered species often lack genetic diversity in their population. Zoos promote genetic diversity by breeding animals and then releasing them back into the wild. If zoos have more animals than they look after, they always give them to another zoo or release them back into the wild. Is that true or false? Animals that have been bred in captivity quickly adapt to life in hunting ranches. The author thinks that on balance, zoos are generally a good thing. And the last exercise is for you to check your understanding, check your vocabulary actually, and it's a gap fill exercise. And you have mate, wild, environment, species, tricks, illnesses, suicide, and habitats. Even the best artificial environments cannot come close to an animal's natural something. Whales and dolphins in zoos are often made to perform. Distressed and depressed zoo animals sometimes try to commit. Zoos can provide a safe for animals that have been mistreated or abandoned. Zoos carry out important research into how to treat. International breeding programs are particularly important for endangered. In the wild, some of the rarest species have difficulty finding a. And one criticism of breeding programs is that they do not always release animals back into the. Okay, so I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions, you know what to do. You can subscribe to my channel, send me an email, ask me for the worksheet, click on the link and do the exercises on the website, or send me an email. And thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.